Hi guys, welcome back. I am sorry I left you hanging last week. I had an emergency situation. For those of you who know me, you guys know that my best friend in the whole entire world, Star, who has been featured in a lot of my videos here on Storytime with Rikkii, she was rushed into emergency surgery. So she lives in Colorado. I had to go to Colorado to nurse her back to health. And now that she is alive and well, I am back. I am ready to party. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, I'm back with another story time. I hope everyone's quarantine is going well. I got my press-ons, you know, my eyebrows. I'm gonna stay back here because my eyebrows is real aggressive. My mustache is like, bitch, look like a motherfucking man. Anyway, but this week I have the craziest story for you guys. Like, sometimes the shit that happens to me, I just can't explain it. I'm like, is this really your life? Why do shit like this happen to you? Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna get into that right now. Grab your popcorn or like an apple or like a healthy snack. Get your shit and let's get to it. So this story dates back to a few months ago. In February, my sister got married in Cancun, and some of the bridesmaids and groomsmen brought their own dates for the wedding, right? So one of the groomsmen in particular brought this girl to the wedding. She was a younger girl. She was really cute. She was really nice. She was really sweet. He brought her to the wedding, and he kind of left her with me a lot throughout the week-long that we were there, right? So when he wanted to go out with the guys, or when he wanted to, you know, just kind of have some alone time, he would kind of leave his little girlfriend with me. Now, I was fine with that because, you know, like I said, she was really sweet. She was a lot younger than me, so I could tell that, you know, she just kind of looked up to me. She just kind of like needed a motherfucking friend. So bitch was her motherfucking friend because I'm nice and shit. Anyway, so that's how I met her, right? So long story short, she kind of told me that she's from the Bay Area and she had just moved down to the Los Angeles area with the groomsmen. Right. So I'm like, okay, like, you know, she let me know that she had 2 kids and they were both living back in the Bay, and she was just trying to, you know, get her shit together so she could just like move her kids here with her to LA. So I'm like, okay. So, you know, we had talked a lot while we were in Cancun, and I wouldn't say that we became friends, but we became acquainted. So she doesn't know anybody here in LA because she's not from here. So I was kind of like her only friend here. She would call me from time to time, you know, complaining about, you know, her relationship and things like that. And one time she called me in particular, she had kind of said that, you know, she was trying to get a hold of her dude and he wasn't answering the phone. She went by the house, he wasn't there. She had just came back from the Bay and she kind of didn't have anywhere to go for the night because her dude wasn't answering the phone. So I'm like, you know what? You know, she asked me, you know, I don't want to burden you, but can I come stay with you? And I was like, sure, you know. So I ended up letting her come and spend the night, even though I didn't really know her. A lot of my family members were really upset. Like, you don't know this bitch. She could be a killer. She could shoot you. She could kill you. She could fucking, you know, rob you. But I didn't get that vibe from her, and I'm a pretty good judge of character. So I was like, you know what, girl, you could stay. So she ended up staying like a week because she just didn't want to leave. No, I'm just playing. No, she ended up staying like a week because she just wanted to get her shit together. So within that week, I like helped her make a resume. I helped her, you know, apply to some jobs, and I ended up helping her get a full-time position at a nursing home, which thankfully is an essential business. So when shit went to shit, she was still employed. So, you know, she was really appreciative. She was like, thank you so much. You helped me. You changed my whole life in like a week. And like, I'm just so thankful and I'm so grateful. So I'm like, cool. She went back home again, like didn't really hear from her, but I somehow knew that that was not the end of her, right? So I would say about 2.5 weeks later, I get a FaceTime from her, and she's crying and she's, you know, complaining about her dude. She said that they got into a big fight and how she just doesn't want to be with him anymore, and she wants to leave him, but she feels like she can't because she's living with him and, you know, he's paying the rent and all that shit. That's why you don't depend on the pretty much, like in so many words, can I come stay with you until I get on my feet? So this is a different scenario because it's not like coming to stay for a night or coming to stay for a few nights. It's like, can I kind of stay for an extended period of time? So me being the nice person that I am, I was like, okay, you can stay, you know? So she comes and I tell her, like, look, you can stay for a month, and within a month you should have enough saved up from your paychecks to get you a place. Now, her being here did not bother me at all because, like I said, she would go to work from like 10 to like 7:30, so she wasn't just sitting on her ass in my house all day. You know, she was like, she tried very hard to stay out of the way. She would clean when she could. She would cook my motherfucking groceries. I'm just like, no, I'm not kidding. She did like cook my spaghetti and I was mad. Anyway, but yeah, she would like, you know, try and help out around the house and like bring home groceries and stuff. So, you know, it was cool. We were getting closer, but like I said, she was a lot younger than me. So she looked up to me, like kind of looked at me like a mentor, right? One weekend, she was going to go stay a couple of days with a friend of hers. And I was like, okay, like no problem. So she, you know, kind of packed a bag and took off for the weekend. So while she was gone, you know, I had been telling her to like hang up her stuff in the closet. She's probably been here for like 2 weeks at this point. Like, you know, just to hang up her stuff in the closet. I had cleared out one of my closets for her so that she could just be comfortable, wouldn't be like living out of a bag. Like nobody wants to live out of a bag. That's really fucking uncomfortable. So, you know, I had noticed that she didn't really hang up her stuff. The closet was still empty. So me, like being nice, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead, like while she's gone, I'm gonna just kind of like hang up all her stuff so that when she comes back, she has like a closet. I go hang up her stuff, and in her stuff, you know, I noticed like one of my shirts, right? So I'm like, oh, like, you know, how did this get in here? Like, I'm thinking I must have accidentally, like, you know, left one of my shirts or something in my closet, you know, because I had taken my personal items out of this closet space so that she could use it. So I'm like, oh, maybe I left this in here, you know? So I go back and sit on the couch and I just like couldn't stop thinking about it. I'm like, no, bitch, you didn't leave no shirts in the closet. It was empty. Like there was nothing in there. Like I just knew I didn't leave a shirt in there. So I was like, you know what? Let me go look to see if there is anything else in there, you know? So I go in the closet and I just start like pulling shit out. Like, oh, these mine. Oh, that's mine. Ooh, this look familiar. Oh, that's my favorite shirt. Like, you know, so I'm like, okay, so maybe, I don't know at this point. I'm like, okay, did she need to borrow a few items and didn't tell me? Or like, is this bitch stealing from me? Or like, what the fuck is going on? Because why the fuck is all my shit in her motherfucking shit, okay? So it wasn't like a little bit of shit. It was like a fucking pile of shit. I took a picture of it, so I'm about to fucking link the picture in. It was a bunch of shit, and it was like my nice shit. So I was just like really confused. So I'm like, okay, when she comes back, I'm just gonna ask her, like, what the fuck is up? Like, you stealing from me, yo, or what's up? You know what I mean? But I knew she had taken a duffel bag where she had went because she had left for a few days. So I'm like, I need to go through her duffel bag to make sure she ain't got more of my shit, and I need to go through her motherfucking car to make sure that the rest of my shit ain't in there, because I have so much stuff that I would never notice like this stuff being gone had I not found it. Like, or when I went to go wear it, I wouldn't notice any of this stuff gone. So I'm like, cool. But in the meantime, I packed up all her shit into black plastic bags because I was like, I don't know what explanation you could give. So let me just get you a jump start on packing up your shit, because bitch, you got to go, right? She gets home and I'm just playing it cool. I'm like, how was your weekend? You know what I mean? But I'm just like trying to play it cool because I'm like, I need to go through her duffel bag. So I'm like, I'm gonna go get in the shower. Bye. Her duffel bag was in the closet, so I just scooped up the duffel bag, went in the bathroom, and there was a bunch more shit in there. Like, round motherfucking two. Like, just so much shit. Probably like $400 or $500 worth of stuff in her duffel bag. Like, her duffel bag was completely full of my stuff. Like, it wasn't none of her stuff. It was my stuff. Like, I was like, okay, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? I was like, how am I gonna approach this? Because I don't know. Like, I don't know if she's gonna be like, bitch, and try and fight me. Like, I don't know if, like, I just didn't know what her response was gonna be. But I was shocked and appalled. Like, bitch, where the fuck was you going in my shit? Like, we in a motherfucking lockdown, bitch. Like, where the fuck was you wearing this shit at? It was tube tops, dresses, motherfucking turtlenecks, motherfucking lingerie, bitch. She had my motherfucking lingerie in her motherfucking basket. So you mean to tell me you had on my motherfucking lingerie and was fucking on some my shit? Like, I couldn't believe it. I was floored. And she did, like, for real, she had my little nightie, my little onesie. Like, this is what I wear when I want to think that I'm grown and I'm sexy, and I'd be like, oh yeah, bitch, I wear silk to bed. I don't really. I wear sweatpants and fucking baggy t-shirts, but this is what I wear when I'm trying to be cute, and now I can't even wear it no more because you already was cute for somebody else in it with your sweaty ass up in it. You know what I mean? Because you was all up in my shit. That's nasty, ho. You don't wear nobody's motherfucking pajamas. I confronted her. I was like, you know what? Like, I was really nice about it. Like, I was like, look, I need to talk to you about something, and I'm gonna just give you the opportunity to explain yourself because I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, you know, I told her, like, I was trying to do something nice for you, and I was gonna hang up all your shit in the closet, and I noticed a lot of my shit in your shit. And she, like, so casually was like, oh yeah, like, I have borrowed a few things. I didn't think you would mind. Like, I just thought it would be okay. First of all, to borrow is to ask, okay? You got to ask, bitch. You don't just go and take some shit that you feel like you want to wear, okay? So, but she has said it so casually that I almost believed her. Like, I was almost like, oh, okay. But like, she said it with so much ease and like didn't have any panic or worry on her face that I was like, okay. But then I came back to my senses and I was like, bitch, don't nobody borrow this much shit. My best friend in the world, my sisters, my own motherfucking mama don't borrow this much shit at one fucking time. I'm talking pants, skirts, motherfucking outfits for every goddamn occasion. Like, I'm like, who the fuck's house was you going to up in my dress, in my club dress? Like, you can't even go to the club right motherfucking now, bitch. Was Diddy having a party that I didn't know about that you was about to wear this motherfucking dress to in his goddamn living room? Anyway, so I was like, okay, well, you need to ask when you gonna borrow some shit. And she's like, oh yeah, like, you know, you had told me that I could borrow some stuff because I had told her what I had said was if she needed some clothes for work to let me know and she could borrow some stuff. But the key word is let me know, bitch. You don't just go on a free-for-all in my goddamn closet when I'm not motherfucking here and just be all up in my shit. Anyway, so I was like, no, you need to ask. And number two, I was like, if it was so innocent, like you're trying to paint this picture that is so innocent, why the hell did you do it when I wasn't here? Because I would just leave, go to my mom's house, go to my sister's house. Like, you know, I would just be gone. Like, I would just leave her in the house. I wasn't about to take her everywhere I went. Like, I ain't her motherfucking nanny. You know what I mean? But so she would just be up in my house. So I'm like, that makes me uncomfortable that you waited until I was gone to like pick through my shit. And then it was like hidden in her shit. Like, her shit was all on top of it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, first of all, you're a terrible thief because why the hell would you motherfucking leave the shit in my goddamn closet? Like, you know, and she was like, no, like I wasn't trying to take it. Like, I was just gonna use it. Like, I was just gonna borrow it and then I was gonna wash it and put it back. And I'm like, It was like my bodysuits and shit with your coochie be all up in there. Like, bitch, you can't borrow that stuff. Like, that's the point of borrowing, bitch. You gotta ask. So I could be like, oh, yes, or I could be like, no. Because some of that shit I would have been like, no, bitch. Like, I don't want your coochie juices all up in my goddamn bodysuit. So this was some of the stuff she had up in her shit. Like, where the fuck was you going up in this shit? Like, this goes up your ass. Like, I don't want your ass up where my ass has already been, and then I gotta go put my ass in it again. That's why you ask to borrow shit, so I could be like, no, bitch, this go up your booty. You know what I mean? Like, these are like intimates, bitch. Like, where you was going though in this shit? Like, that's what I want to know. Where the fuck was you going in my tube top? Anyway, so I was like, that's cool and all, but you got to go. Like, that's just the moral of the story. I don't feel comfortable with you here no more. And, you know, I feel like you was trying to steal from me because, you know, it could be that she just wanted some stuff to wear while she was here, was going to her little friend's house and stuff. But I'm like, she didn't have nowhere to wear the shit that she was taking. Like, like, where was you going? Like, for real, you know? So I'm like, yeah, I feel like you was trying to steal from me, and I feel like I've done a lot for you, bitch. I got you a motherfucking job. Like, I got you out of your motherfucking situation. She was like, you guys to get, bitch. And she was like, oh, okay, I'm so sorry. Like, I promise you. I was like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Get to scooting, right? And then it was like, it's so weird because after I told her to leave, she was still in my house for like 2 hours, like trying to figure out somewhere to go. But if that was me and somebody just caught me taking their shit, I'd have been out that bitch so fast. I would have probably left all my shit. I'd have been like, I got to go. And I had made it easier for her because I had already put her shit in bags. Like, bitch, just grab and go. But she was in here like, she went and did a whole full face makeup, like just off to her next adventure. I was like, get out, bitch. Hurry the fuck up. I got to go somewhere, shit. You know, so yeah, that's my story. What do you guys think? Do you think she was stealing? Or do you think she was just trying to have some stuff like while she was here and she was actually going to put it back? Because she didn't have any stuff in her car. Like, I checked her car. So I'm like, if a smart thief, like, would have just put all my shit in her car and, like, I would have never found the stuff, right? But it's like she left it in her closet. So it's like, was she trying to steal? Was she trying to, like, just have the stuff while she was here and she was going to put it back before she left? Or she just dumb as fuck and, like, didn't think I was going to fucking find the shit or notice that it was gone? Which one do you think it is? Let me know in the comments because I need to know. So I don't know what the hell she's up to now. She probably stealing from somebody else, you know, like, and I swear to God, I'll be watching her Instagram stories trying to see if she got any of my shit on, like, trying to see, like, okay, did I miss something? Like, every time she posts something, I'll be like, is that mine? You know what I mean? Because I'm definitely going to message her like, excuse me, bitch, that's mine, give it back. That's my story. Look, you can't be nice to nobody. I can't trust these bitches. I can't trust these bitches. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even be nice. She done ruined it for everybody because now I ain't taking in no strays. I ain't trying to help nobody out. I ain't helping nobody get no motherfucking job because bitches is gonna try and steal my motherfucking bodysuits and motherfucking dresses and motherfucking tank tops, ho. So, yeah, that's my story. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you next week, hoes. Okay, bye.